started talking about this on Facebook, and the reason why I started talking about it was because I was really concerned about the changes that I see in our society today. Today it's this one, tomorrow is the other one. A lot of the things that we went to school to learn are no longer relevant today. Technology is blowing fast and it's coming at us at a very powerful rate. And I became very concerned that some of the things we trust on today, some of the things we do, some of the knowledge that we have, in a few years from now might no longer be relevant. And so I started talking about it like a blog on Facebook, and it generated so much interest. And I kept talking about it. A few weeks ago, I saw something very disturbing on Facebook, and I'm sure a lot of us saw that. It was a headline that trended, and it said, Britain to ban the use of all diesel and petrol cars come 2040. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I almost cried. I almost wept. And for me, I was concerned. I was like, Nigeria was on my mind. And I was like, we waited too long as a people. We always knew that this day will come. We've always known that oil will not last forever. But what have we done? The house is on fire and we're busy chasing rats. Our oil has just been given red card and we're still looking for oil. What's wrong with us? That's a very dreadful statement that they will no longer use those cars. If they no longer use those cars, they will no longer buy oil from us. The last time somebody made that kind of statement of significance was Obama when he was in office. He said in 2011, we will cut down on our dependence on foreign oil. When he made that statement, 3 years after, they stopped importing oil from Nigeria. Nigeria used to be the 5th largest exporter of oil to the United States of America, but they stopped that. Not just us, other countries too, they stopped importing from them. They replaced us with a local oil called Shell oil. Shell oil disrupted our industry, or disrupted our own oil. The impact of that was that it affected our economy. The price of oil went down. Our naira went down from 200 naira to 500 naira at a particular time, and the effect was catastrophic. And then I said, not again. We're not even out of that. I tried to do a study. I said, okay, if they're not going to use petrol and diesel cars, what kind of cars will they use? I discovered that the guy that I like so much that I've been following, Elon Musk, has successfully developed the electric car to an extent that it is now commercially viable and possible for everybody to buy one. It's not that cheap today, but the price is coming down every day. He has developed an electric car wherein you just plug in your battery. After charging, it will run for about 215 miles, and that's good before recharging. It's clean, doesn't use oil, doesn't use fuel, has no plugs, doesn't mess up the environment. It uses digital facilities, like it runs like your ordinary phone, just like your phone, digital technology. Automation. That's what it uses. And the most fantastic thing about it is that it has autopilot. You can just sit behind the wheel and cruise. The car will just drive you. Fantastic. Elon Musk, ladies and gentlemen, just disrupted the auto industry. And every auto industry, or every auto manufacturer in the world are racing now to acquire that capacity. Name them: GM, Chrysler, Toyota, Nissan, BMW, Volvo. They are all rushing to make sure that they are part of this new technology called the car of the future, electric car. Volvo just announced that in 2000 and 19, they will stop the production of all diesel and petrol cars. Volvo. That's 2 years from now. When Britain said that they are going to stop or ban those cars, it sounds like 23 years. Guys, it's not 23 years. It's going to start happening. A lot of those cars will benefit as African countries. It's not like we won't benefit. A lot of the cars that they use now, they'll ship it to us. They'll bring it to Africa. We will still be using oil in this country long beyond 2040. Oil will still be relevant. There are certain industries like petrochemical industries and others that will still use oil, but not in a very large quantity anymore. You know the last time that Steve Jobs, I think it was in 2007, he stood up one day and he said, we now have a new kind of phone called the iPhone. This phone can do exactly what your normal computer, what your normal laptop will do. It has internet, it has touch screen, and it's a replacement to an extent to the ordinary laptop. Ladies and gentlemen, when Steve Jobs made that announcement, it killed BlackBerry. It disrupted BlackBerry. BlackBerry went out of business. That's how certain years backwards, we saw some people came up and they said, we have manufactured the computer, a desktop computer. And the moment people embraced the desktop computer, it killed the typewriter, disrupted the typewriter. Today we see our banks. They are acquiring digital facilities. They are acquiring things like ATM. We use them. On your phone, anytime you go to the bank, they'll tell you, have you downloaded our mobile app? You know what they are doing. They are finding out that they can run their business with automation. That they don't need to hire too many people like they used to hire. And the effect of that is that they will keep retrenching and hire fewer and fewer people as we look into the future. Technology is disrupting people's jobs in the banks. As I speak this morning, you might look at me and say, hey, it doesn't concern me. I'm a tailor. That's where I am. What I do is physical. Technology cannot touch me. You can look at me and say, oh, I'm a carpenter. What I do is physical. Technology, it will not touch me. I sell tomatoes in the market. What I do is physical. Technology, I'm safe. Oh, I'm a hairdresser. I don't need technology. I am safe. You go ahead and you mark yourself safe. Bad news. Technology is coming after you.